everyone, it's Dia, Fauxdori girl. Today I'm going to be doing a quick flip through of my Fauxdori journal that I made a few months back, and I just wanted to tell you a few reasons why I keep a journal. For about the past 10 years I have kept a journal, but I always kept it in something just like this. It's just a regular journal from Barnes & Noble, and actually all my journals look exactly like this. I have them all matching. So I used to write, and it's nice to look back at, you know, what I've written, but a lot of times I found that I wasn't writing on a daily basis, not even a weekly basis. A lot of times I would skip months before I would write again. And when I go back through my journal, it makes me sad that I don't have that I have such missing gaps of time, and you know, I wonder what I was thinking, what I was feeling, and I wish I would have kept up on my journal better. And that's actually why I love my Fauxdori. I don't know what it is about it, but when you have something fun to write in, I think you'll tend to go to it more, just like with planners. I do keep track of a lot of things on my phone, but it's not cute and fun, and it's just, you know, type it into your phone and put it in your calendar. But when I write it into my planner, I can make it cute and spruce it up a little, and it just makes keeping track of tasks and stuff more interesting and more fun. And I kind of feel like it's the same with my journaling. Since I started writing in my Fauxdori, and you know, trying to be a little more creative, adding pictures, Mrs. Brimble's is probably my biggest inspiration. I love the pictures that she draws along with her journal pages. You know, sometimes you don't feel like writing much, and I also find, you know, drawing and painting to be a nice creative outlet and stress release, so I like to put that in my journal as well. And flipping back through my journal, it's just a lot more fun to see pictures and color and not just words. I don't know, that's my preference. Before I go ahead and do a flip through of my journal, I thought I would give you a few reasons on why I think it's important to journal. One of the reasons I really enjoy journaling is I feel that it is a good stress release. When I sit down to journal, it allows me to be in the moment and process and think about things and put my feelings down on paper. And a lot of times I end up working things out on my own. I don't get to talk to people all day long because I am a stay-at-home mom, and most of my conversation is with my two teenagers. So being able to write my book and process really helps me at the end of the day. Speaking of end of the day, I used to wait until evening to write my journal so that I could write about what was happening during the day, and a lot of times what I was finding is I would hop in bed and get ready to journal, and I was just too tired, or my husband was finally home from work and I wasn't taking the time to really put down my thoughts on what happened during the day. Now I just started, whenever I have an extra 5 or 10 minutes, I'll go ahead and write down any thoughts or ideas that I have that I don't want to forget, and I'll just jot them down. And sometimes I'll write in my journal 2 to 3 times a day because of this, and I'll leave blank spaces to go back and put pictures, and I'll put a post-it on what I want to put as a picture on some of my journal pages. And then when I have time to be creative and paint and play around, I'll go back and do that. Writing is also a form of creation. So when you're writing, you create new thoughts, new ideas, and it inspires you to do something new. Sometimes it inspires you to look at a situation in a different way. So that's another good reason why I like to journal. Mrs. Brimble's is one of my biggest inspirations for journaling. I love to watch her journal flip-throughs, and one of her ideas about journaling is if you had your grandparents' journal, I mean, I would love to read my grandmother's and my grandfather's journal and see what they did on a daily basis. It might seem boring to you at the time when you're writing stuff down, but 50 years from now, things will be very different, and your grandchildren will want to know who you were, what you did, and just how life was different. So I think it's an excellent way to document your life for future generations and for yourself, because you are not the same person at 50 that you are at 20. Another reason I journal is to track goals and behaviors. A lot of times I will flip back to a year ago and go, oh my gosh, I completely forgot that that was a goal of mine and that that's what I wanted to do, which is one of the reasons why I like using a planner now, because I keep my goals right in front of me every day so they are not forgotten. So now my journal is more of a progress tracker on my goals. I can look back and see how far I've come, and you know, sometimes it doesn't feel like you're moving forward, but when you really look at a bigger picture, you see how far you've come. Lastly, I kind of think that writing is a lost art. Nobody writes things down anymore. Everything is digital. My kids, all of their homework is done on, not all of it, but most of it is done online. It is completely awesome that they can type without looking at the keyboard, you know, while taking notes in class and everything, but I don't know, it makes me a little sad that people don't put pen to paper anymore. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started on the flip through. I just thought I'd give you a few reasons on why I journal and what helps make me enjoy journaling. Here is my Fauxdori that I made. I love it so far. I used to have a cute little owl hanging on here, but it bothered me when I would take this on and off and I would hear it clinking, and I would have to make sure that I moved it to the bottom out of my way while I was writing. So I just went ahead and took it off. I don't mind it being plain, although I do miss my cute little owl. Right here I just have a little paper clip of a piggy that reminds me of my daughter, so I like to keep that on there. I just recently purchased these clips from Target. They were on clearance and I like them. I've seen other people use them as a pen holder, so I use it as that. I did actually purchase a Fauxdori pen holder, but I started using this Sharpie and it's too fat for the pen holder, so this has been working fine for me. On the inside I have 3 books, and I just covered them with some scrapbook paper and washied the ends of them. This first book is my journal. I threw in a clear plastic sheet right here, and I just kind of fed it through here and printed up a picture and put it on here that I thought was pretty and complemented my paper. And then on the back I just have some family goals that I would like to accomplish for the year. Here is my second book, which I'm almost done writing in my first book, and then I'll continue on to this book. And my third book I am actually using for my dogs, to keep a journal on them and the mischief that they've gotten into, just things I want to remember about them. So I don't want to bore you too much with all of my stuff. Like I said, my pictures are pretty basic, but it is a fun way to draw and practice my drawing and my writing. So I'll just kind of do a quick flip through. I use washi tape every once in a while. I'll practice different, writing styles. This page was right around Thanksgiving, and I was afraid to paint directly into my book. So I went ahead and painted on a different piece of paper and then just glued it into my book. This was a card that my daughter gave me, and I just kind of cut it up and found a way to fit it in here. This was a ticket to my son's Taekwondo competition, and Google is wonderful and amazing, and I just Googled how to spell Taekwondo and went ahead and wrote that up there just to add some personality to the page. Use sticker every once in a while. When I went to Starbucks, which I don't do very often, I went ahead and, cut out the little cup holder thing and put a piece in here, and once again Googled how to draw a picture of a Frappuccino and did that. And I believe my kids also got glasses. That's probably why that's there. Just a little saying that I saw because I was feeling a little bit judged, I guess, one day, so I found that and wrote that down, and it made me feel better and happy. Here's just some more stuff, just playing around with different writing styles. This was also, I went ahead, I think this was the first time I did watercolors on my journal, and as you can see, it bled through from the other end right there. The paper isn't that thick. A tree I drew. I guess that's around Christmas time. And then some of these pages I did, because that bled through, I did glue 2 pages together to make, you know, so that when I went to write again, you wouldn't see through it. And here's just a couple more pictures. Cleaning, rainy day, some washi tape to decorate it. I made Italian meatball soup for dinner. Let's see, what else is there? Was my to-do list for a day. Just decorating a page with different words. You know, instead of writing down details about the day, I just wrote big words, what we ate, where we went, and what happened that day. This was something very private. Here's a picture I drew for a picture of the day. Santa. This was me testing out a pen. My daughter, because she saw me drawing, she wanted to draw, so she drew a couple of little penguins, and I actually have the original still somewhere else, so I scanned them and printed them and just cut them out and pasted them on here, and she named them Holly and Jolly. And some days I don't do any pictures at all. Some days I just want to write. Picture I took of some bread I made. I made zucchini bread, a couple other things. If I don't have much to say, I'll try and put in some sort of picture. Pizza, my son's friends came over, Christmas Eve. I had seen washi tape trees online and just wanted to do one because I thought they were pretty, so I did it right there. And then there was a time where I kind of just started writing more. I didn't have much time to do drawing, so I just did a lot of writing. New Year's. Another card that my daughter gave me, my kids. These pages aren't too decorated. Some pages like this, like I said, I just wasn't feeling it and didn't really want to draw or anything, so I just threw some washi tape on there to fill in the gaps and make it look pretty. Filofax, I think that's when I got my new small Filofax, my personal size. Retiring my tennis shoes, I do a lot of running, so I took a picture of my old shoes and the new shoes that I bought. Just more washi tape. Every day is beautiful if you choose to see it. Just a quote of the day. And coloring keeps me young. I love to color. It makes me feel like a kid. So sometimes I like to color in my journal. Another little picture I drew. And let's see, here again, just more writing. My kids are going to be getting braces, and I documented how much it's going to cost for each of their braces and stuff, because someday when they have kids, they might be curious. I had braces when I was younger, and I would love to see the price difference from when I had braces. My daughter's birthday, my son's taekwondo, he's in Tiger Rock, and I painted that because I'm trying to use watercolors more, so that was fun. Just 15-mile run and just some writing, and that is it. And then I have this little bookmark here that I made just to hold my page. And like I said, I'm almost done with that journal, so then I'll start into this next journal. And very quickly, this is my doggy journal. A dog is the only thing on earth that loves you more than he loves himself. And I just love that quote, so I printed that up on some vellum paper and put it there. These are my dogs, Teak and Mumford. And I haven't written too much in here, but I have their, when they got fixed, their shots I keep track of on here. And then just, every once in a while I'll write about some of the funny things they did. When my dog got neutered, Mumford, the cone on his head, and just a funny picture of my other dog staring at my daughter. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, go ahead and click like, and if you would like to see more videos from me, make sure you subscribe. I will probably be doing an updated video on my A5 Malden and my personal Malden pretty quickly here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.